this is arguably the most anticipated trailer of DC FanDome, right? It's the Snyder Cut trailer. Maybe not as anticipated. I don't know, the Batman trailer that Matt Reeves, the Matt Reeves Batman trailer, that might be even more of a hot item than this. And maybe some of the game trailers, but the Snyder Cut fans are a big reason of why this is getting released. So that passion and enthusiasm. I mean, there are a lot of people tuning in to see DC FanDome just for this. So let's see it.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you?
An odd song choice.
It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. 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 I did my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Wow, there's so much to go over in that trailer, like so much new stuff. But before we go into that, I might have to go back, there's so many different shots, new shots. But before I get into that, you might have caught earlier on Twitter, Scott Mendelson of Forbes, he watched the trailer. It was leaked unofficially before it was officially leaked early in the day. So he tweeted a reaction to a leaked, unofficial version of this trailer. And he said, oh, it looks like the same as the theatrical cut. It just looks like extended cuts of scenes we already saw in, Josstice League. My words, Josstice League, not his. And Zack Snyder responded, to kind of take Scott Mendelson down. But, and that was entertaining to watch online. But now that I've seen it, this doesn't look anything like extended scenes of Josstice League. There's a lot of stuff in this trailer that doesn't look like we've seen it before, or extensions of things we've already seen. There's new stuff. Like the part, with Ezra Miller's Flash, all that stuff, we didn't really see any of that in Josstice League at all. So I'm not sure what Scott Mendelson was talking about. But let's just go through some stuff. I don't know if I'll go through everything, but the big one is this is our first glimpse of Darkseid. I don't know if this is him in his full Darkseid form, or if this is him earlier when he's Euxis or Uxis, in his pre-Darkseid days. It looks a lot like Darkseid, though. I mean, with the face, the coloring, the gray coloring, the headpiece and stuff under his jaw, and he's very bulky. But I think this is before he's full on Darkseid. Very interesting how he has basically a crater in his chest. I I guess that's the proto Omega symbol too. Like this looks like Darkseid when before he gets like this is before his makeover. So maybe this is him in his Uxus or Uxus mode. He does look very CGI, like a lot like a video game character. Not bad, but you can tell that's like not a real guy under there. He looks all CGI. But he looks fine to me. I'm not that picky when it comes to special effects, though. I thought that Steppenwolf and Josstice League looked fine too, but people dragged his look. I think I think this Darkseid looks just as good as Steppenwolf, the original Steppenwolf, and that's fine for me. I know a lot of people might think it's blasphemy, but like I said, I didn't have a problem with the way Steppenwolf looked in Josstice League, so I don't have a problem with this. I mean, I think they both look fine. He just doesn't look like the fully realized Darkseid yet in this scene. This right here is Superman. This looks like at the end of he has like an injury in his chest. This is at the end of BVS when when he was impaled taking down Doomsday. So I guess the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League is picking up where that left off. We're going to see how Superman went from regular Superman to black suit Superman. And I think this clip is from a sequence that shows us that. Or at least what happened to him after he was killed, or seemingly killed in the Doomsday fight. I'm only going to talk about like flashy things that I think are flashy. I'm not going to talk about like every new scene. Like things that are interesting. I mean, it's all interesting, but not all of it seems to be noteworthy to talk about. Like here, as we've seen before, this is seen, of course, as a Victor Stone playing football before he gets the injury, the accident that turns him into Cyborg. So the fact that we're seeing more Cyborg in this trailer, or just more Victor Stone, that does not surprise me because as we've been told before, Cyborg is more featured in the Zack Snyder's Justice League than in Josstice League. So if his character has a bigger presence in this movie, it makes sense that he would have a bigger presence in the trailer for it. And we get to see more of his life before he is injured. They're showing, this is basically a Cyborg origin story, right? So they're going to show us what he was like before he becomes Cyborg and before, his tragic situation. I mean, he was a big football player. And that's his mother right there. His mother was in this movie. They cut, I think, his mother completely out in Josstice League. But we're going to see her in this movie, obviously, because she's here, before, she is killed by the accident that hurt Cyborg. There's Black Suit Superman. And the way he's framed here in the shot, that is very similar to how Superman was shot in multiple scenes in Man of Steel. Fitting because it's the same director. Henry Cavill is Zack Snyder's Superman. Black Suit Superman is a big part of the curiosity factor for this movie. I know when Zack Snyder revealed Black Suit Superman at Justice Con earlier this year, that was a highlight of the con. That was the visual, like the biggest visual thing that came out of that con, other than Ray Fisher talking so much crap about Joss Whedon. That was a highlight, but that wasn't the same sort of thing as the visual of Black Suit Superman. Yeah, see, here's some of the stuff. This is all the stuff, of more of the Flash. The Flash also was going to have a bigger role in just Zack Snyder's Justice League than he had in Josstice League. Like, this entire sequence was not in Josstice League. Of Barry Allen using powers as Barry Allen, not in a Flash suit. We saw Kiersey Clemons as Iris West. It looks like, she's kind of attracted to Barry Allen here after he rescues her in the scene. Like, she's kind of turned on or something. At least that's what I'm getting out of her facial expression here. I've seen online that Kiersey Clemons might not even be playing Iris West anymore in the Flash movie. That they might be recasting her. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is going to be weird to see, one actress playing Iris West in Justice League, and then, they're having another actress play the same character in the Flash movie. If that happens. That is a shot that we saw. That looks exactly like a shot that we saw in Josstice League, or at least the trailers. I think I remember that, or was that seen in Josstice League? I remember seeing it in trailers for Josstice League. I don't remember, my memory's vague. But if so, that is a scene that Joss Whedon used from what Zack Snyder already shot. And it's a very good scene. Oh, we get to see more scenes of Martha and Lois. The only scene I think we saw them together... Oh, well, never mind. I don't know. I think the most prominent scene we saw of them together was, the Thirsty Lois scene in the Daily Planet offices. But it looks like we're going to see more of them in Lois's apartment. That is supposed to be Decide, who looks a lot like Darkseid, but just thinner and more like kind of not as buff. But the fact that, well, in my opinion, he looks kind of like Darkseid, that does make sense because they're both from Apocalypse, they're both of the same race, so it does make sense that they would kind of look similar, because they're kind of part of the same people. Very interesting. I wonder how big Desaad's role in this movie is going to be. If he's going to show up in a couple of scenes, or if he'll be like a character who actually does a lot of things. Desaad is one of the more well-known evil new gods, for those of you who are comic book readers. Ooh, I guess somewhere in here does Victor Stone's father, Silas Stone, sacrifice himself to save his son, or to in performing some kind of experiment for the betterment of his son's life? Because it looks like Silas Stone is being dissolved away, or disintegrated by something involving the mother box. The ray blasted the mother box, and Silas Stone seems to be fading away or disintegrating into pieces. And Victor Stone's like this, so it looks like something bad is happening there. Now this is Zack Snyder's Steppenwolf, which is supposed to be the cooler, more awesome Steppenwolf, what we've seen online. Now this looks fine to me too. Like I said, I didn't have a problem with the way Steppenwolf looked in Josstice League, but I don't have a problem with this either if they want to switch it up. I guess I'm just not that picky when it comes to computer effects, because I don't have a problem with really any of these designs. Sometimes I think people are just a bit too nitpicky online. Like, there were people who thought that Thanos looked bad in Endgame. I thought Thanos looked fine. So, I guess maybe I'm an easy critic when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, I remember this scene from the trailers for Josstice League. I don't know if this shot was in the actual movie, though. I don't recall. Yeah, this was some of the stuff, at the end, when Batman was in the Batmobile fighting parademons. But the skies were more redder. Joss Whedon color corrected things to make the skies look more red. I think he felt that was more like biblical, like an apocalypse with more biblical effects, the blood red skies. Isn't that in the Bible or something? But I guess in the original Zack Snyder version, the skies were not that red. Now we see a little bit of a Superman punch here. You see there's black suit Superman flying up and smacking Steppenwolf. Now this, Batman fighting parademons in this tunnel or pit. I remember that from Josstice League. That was their first fight against the parademons. Or part of it. Oh, Barry, the Flash in the Speed Force. Now, I think this is going to be the first time we'll see the Speed Force in the DCEU, or at least the Flash inside of the Speed Force. This is Zack Snyder's Speed Force. So, I'm wondering, what this is going to be like here. Is this movie going to involve time travel? Or is Barry Allen just in the Speed Force for some reason? He goes so fast, he goes into another dimension. He's inside the Speed Force. It looks very beautiful, but, I think all the Flash stuff we've seen in all versions of Justice League, this one, also in Josstice League, in BVS, I think that the effects for him have always been nice. I like the blue lightning effects. This is an extended or a different version of the scene where Superman comes back from the dead and is on the farm with Lois. And I think she asks him how he feels, and he says itchy or something in Josstice League. But I think in this version, he's not going to say stuff like that. That was a very Joss Whedon line for Superman to say something sarcastic like that. But I don't think that's what he's going to be saying in Zack Snyder's Justice League, because Zack Snyder's not the same kind of director as Joss Whedon, and Superman's not really a very sarcastic character anyway, snarky character, not usually. And, you know, he's here with the two most important women in his life, Lois and his mother, together. We didn't, you know, see the two of them together with Superman in Josstice League. Not like this. This, I'm unsure who this is. Is that, I don't know what this is. That looks like Cyborg with a bunch of missiles or something. So I'm unsure. Yeah, I think that's Cyborg. Like, he has like a football jacket on, right? I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's very interesting how he's looking normal and he's in his jacket and there's slow-mo missiles and stuff. Maybe this is the accident that, you know, damages his body and that forces his father to save him by turning him into Cyborg. I'm unsure what's going on here. Yeah, and then here we have Cyborg saving the police officer. And I think the guy playing the police officer was the guy who played Jimmy Olsen in the old Richard Donner Superman movies. This is more Barry in the Speed Force with more of the blue lightning effects that I love. There is the Justice League standing together. Superman has his black suit on. Looking good. We saw a version of the scene in Josstice League, but, you know, with Superman in his regular suit. But, this is different. This is the Zack Snyder version of that scene. And then at the back of them getting into, I guess, the Bat vehicle. The Justice League doesn't really have a distinctive plane. Like, you know, the Avengers have the Quinjet. The X-Men have the Blackbird. The Justice League, I don't know. They've had different things. But I guess, you know, in this movie, they're just going to have to use Batman's gear. So, yeah, good stuff. I thought that the choice of song for this trailer was weird. I saw online Watchmen was trending, so I guess this was the same song used in Watchmen or a Watchmen trailer. I saw Watchmen, but I don't remember the music that was in the movie. I did think it was an odd song choice for this. It wasn't exactly my cup of tea, but you know, there are probably people who love that. I mean, I liked the trailer, but I don't know. The song was a bit odd to me. I'm sure future, you know, Zack Snyder Justice League trailers will be a bit more traditional, I guess, in song choice or music choice than that. But all in all, good stuff. I like seeing all these new shots. I am curious to see, you know, what's going to be 4 hours worth of content, because that's what Zack Snyder said this is going to be. But good stuff. And I cannot wait to see the Snyder Cut next year. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon.